Alright folks, welcome. Come join me for more prepping of Coriolis, Mercy of the Icons, Emissary Lost, GM prep. There we go. We got all the way there. There is another bit of the title that we can sneak in there as well. I think we're in the high stakes section of the campaign, which is the first part of the camp, which is the third part of the first part of the. I'm waffling now. I need more coffee. That's okay. I have coffee. Hi. So usual disclaimer here. Look, I have hair. I can have hair, and I do this by myself. I like my hair at the minute. Anyway, random waffly things aside, standard disclaimer goes in here. If you're watching the live stream on Tuesdays on the Free League Publishing channel or the VODs on my YouTube channel, I'm going to spoil things. I'm going to spoil things that might happen. So if you are playing the game, or if you want to experience the actual play, for yourself with the joy of unraveling an RPG as a player, go away. It's not normally something you say at the start of a stream because you want to bring everybody in. Come and join me for those beautiful viewer minutes. But this is not the stream for that. This is the stream where we lift the lid on the game we're playing, and we make some plots and some plans, and we work out what's going on and all the things. Welcome, Haikyuu. Did I say that right? And Painful DM, welcome. You're very welcome for all the secrets I'm not spilling. But this is just how I prep for RPGs, and hopefully I'm glad to hear even that it's helpful for everybody else. This is the campaign we're doing, Coriolis. There we go, Emissary Lost. There's the beautiful map of Kua. And we are just down here. You're actually here to steal all my ideas. You're welcome to them. It's not stealing, it's sharing. We've done Wake of the Martyr. Let's zoom through this a little bit faster than we should. There was Aram. There's Akuba. There's all the bad guys from that scene. That's where poor brother Ramus died. This is the Abyss. Can we zoom in more? Where is my... Come on, it was a nice wide screen before. We didn't do this. Ugh. There's the whole of the stuff. There's the Coriolis. There's Bathos. That's the beast we fought. There is the song. This is... Alright, so we've just done... There's the base. We've just done this fight. Here are some secrets. Here are some stats. And the bit I want really is this ending bit. So let's, if I control, there we go. Zoom in a bit, scroll up a bit, and perhaps I will come over here like this. That's better, there we go. Transform. Oh, no, that's not right. I just turned my camera upside down on a different screen. That doesn't help. Alright, so this is what we're looking at here, the aftermath. We do this, it looks like I'm looking in the right place. So let's see if we zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm seeing too. Oof. So, scroll. Oh, there's the stuff at the end. All right, third act of the Wake of the Martyr ends at the bottom of the cellars. Species have just seen the true face of the Order of the Prior, just as the Azkaban and the hegemony planned it. Right, secrets there, right there, secrets. They've succeeded in defeating the Martyr strike team, but the victory is not complete. They've saved, there's 3 pods that we're going to get to see. That's what we're going to do. But they've found neither Nur nor the Emissary. That's right. So what happens in our next session next week will dictate what happens when we start the next session, the next section. Handy bits at the end of all this stuff is the bits I like. So, PCs don't know that where the Kuan base is. Nope. They did not take any data and look at that. They might get an idea of where the drop pods land. They don't know that some of the captives aren't mystics. Yeah, we haven't done that. They kind of know that the Syndicate are involved, but that's because of their unique party setup. That's because the characters there are in fact smugglers, and the setup with Sabitha being their link to this whole shenanigans, we know she's involved in that kind of stuff. So we sort of know. And clues in the hangar make it obvious that the strike team is from Zalos, which by extension means the Order of the Prior. So we kind of knew that anyway. Yep. So this was the bit, this bit here. Can you see my mouse? This bit is the bit that we were debating on last night when we were playing. The PCs could choose to track down the drop pods, possibly by using the remaining pods, because there are 3 there. They could leave Bathos behind and jump in the drop pods, or they could return to Coriolis, the core, and report back to Judge Kurahan. Whichever one of these 2 they pick will dictate what happens next. I've just seen one of my players, my wonderful husband Graham, has just walked into the kitchen, and he's being very daft off camera, and he can't come over here because we're prepping for Coriolis. Put your fingers in your ears and don't listen. He's data ginning in the background. There we go. Okay. Well, Kashar might be elite hacker. I don't think you are. Never mind. Good. He has run away. Now we can go back to the secrets. So what they choose depends on, will kind of dictate what happens next. But there is some nice kind of background stuff, because remember, in amongst all this adventure, in amongst all this shenanigans, it's also the end of the year, the end of the Cyclade. Hello, Gen2K, how are you? So Carvus is going to be doing all his New Year's photos with no teeth, which is great. I love it. Our face man literally took a blow to the face. So Cyclade celebrations are going on, which would be a nice kind of interlude, or what's the other way to put it? Nice kind of side, like RP, change of pace from all the dirty, dark combat we've had recently and jetpacks. So there's lots of pilgrims arrive, which again would also be nice for if any of the players want to change their characters. I don't think they do, but this would be a good way to do it. And then this bit here, there are demonstrations still almost every day, and tensions between different groups. Tensions between different groups on board the Coriolis station have increased while the folks have been downstairs in the basement for, I think, like 2 or 3 days. And maybe in a moment we'll get our calendar out and we'll map some stuff out, because I haven't done that for a couple of things. Hello, Simon. How are you? I'm prepping for Coriolis, which is not our D&D game tonight, but I'm very excited for the shenanigans we're going to be pulling on both of our D&D games. So there's going to be, we need to check our calendar and work out how long they've been at the cellar, because when they come out the cellar, we want it to be the Cyclade celebrations. Kaboom! Come out to a cacophony of light and excitement and stuff. Judge Kurahan is going to take over and take all the glory, which might be fine for them. They might be satisfied with that. Judge Kurahan will present the PC's report about the strike team base to the guard, and then accidentally leak it to the bulletin. Ta-da! And her motivation is purely to kind of gain power. So she's going to suggest that they go to continue their hunt to Kua, if they haven't already said so. I think they are. I think they're going to go to Kua. They're committed to finding Nur, which is good, because if they don't, I would just be annoyed. If they don't take the coordinates from the strike team base, if we don't do that bit of investigation, or we fail on our data ginning, even though Kashar is elite hacker, the judge can give them the details. And she is invested, Judge Kurahan is invested in making sure they find the emissary, so that Judge Kurahan can have all the glory for it. Depending on how quick they've done things, there might be hope of finding the emissary. More days left. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Maybe we could come out of it and it have the pressure of you've got 2 days to find the emissary before the cyclade. That would be an interesting thing. Because this is the thing about the next bit. And you know where I was reticent to do all the dilly-dallying in the cellar with the Court of the Slumber Queen? This is what the drop pod looks like, by the way. This is the thing that lands. And that looks like it's supposed to be... Is there a risk of sneaking players dropping in? Graham has already been in the kitchen. I've sent him back upstairs to go away. So there might be a risk of sneaky players here. But don't worry, Simon. He's a well-behaved player. And even when he does know what's happening, I know he doesn't metagame. But this is the drop pods. And this is the next session. This will be... So next week we're going to do session 13, which will wrap up Emissary Lost. Not Emissary Lost. Most of the icons, Emissary Lost, in the wake of the Martyr. Yeah. I told you there was more names. And then we will start most of the icons, Emissary Lost, the Kuan Connection. So this is like the other one, 3 open acts. This second act is it the first act? One of these acts is, I'm not sure, having played through it, I've played through it with the effect guys. I'm not sure my guys will be interested in, especially if we give them the time pressure of we need to find the Martyr before the cyclade, before the end of the year. That's my concern here. So, where are we? Unlike in the wake of the Martyr, we're reading this bit up here. Before we begin, unlike the wake of the Martyr, this one has a lot more action and conflicts. Chasing missing people through the jungle, dangers of the jungle, a rebel uprising, street fighting in the conglomerate, and then we head to an abandoned hospital where we have a bit of a tussle with strange things, right? And I'm not sure they will want to do all the rebel rousing in part of it. So, So Act 1, Lost in the Jungle. The book either assumes they're going to jump into a drop pod, those 3 drop pods that are in the Martyr Strike, the base that they didn't ship out to, they stopped the shipment last night. They're either going to just jump straight into them and autopilot it down within the window of whatever's happening. And they will land in the jungles and trek to the nearest outpost. Because that's what the book assumes, which is why there's an alternative introduction up here. The PCs might have opted for their own ship over the strike team's drop pods at the end of the previous scenario. If they did, they will arrive much later than the cargo they are chasing, but the icons are smiling on them. A terrible storm has ravaged Verkana Ridge, and the pods have not yet been collected. The Shakar guerrillas are on the warpath, however, and will fire on the PC's approach, either shooting them down or forcing them to land in the jungles. I don't think breaking the ship that they'll just get access to is a good idea. This might feel a bit forced, but it'll give the PCs a chance to interact with the residents of the ridge, which will later affect the events in Little Algol. Like, so this is my concern. Like, if I wasn't streaming this, and you know what, this is a similar concern as what folks when we were playing Tomb of Annihilation. Anybody? Simon's around. If you're still in chat, Simon's around. When we were playing Tomb of Annihilation, like the book presents this massive, sprawling, wonderful jungle. Lots of things to investigate, lots of things to look for, and then put you on a timer. Puts you on a timer, like tick-tock, tick-tock. If you don't go quickly, the person you're looking for will be dead. And that's what we've done here. We've put, well, there's 2 timers going on. There's find the emissary before the end of the year, the Cyclade, and find Nur as fast as possible because she might be dead. Which then means all these other wonderful little plots that they've put in, you're a bit like, yes, but how does that make me care? I've got shit to do. Which is why we cut out the Slumber Queen stuff, because they're on, like, find the stuff, save the people. And we can come back and play in this sandbox later, but the setup has put us on rails. So I'm a bit like, do we need the revolution in Bay Basin? And what will we gain from doing that? What will we even want to do it? Yeah, so like you're saying, Simon in chat, like it's difficult to justify why you do that as a character. Oh, the thing we've been hired to do means we need to get it done. We've got a deadline. But we're just going to have to explain to Judge Kurahan why we spent 2 days setting up a local revolution. Hey, Gobbler Games, welcome. We're debating on whether to include all of the adventure in the adventure, or whether we're going to just get a Sharpie and cut out a big chunk of this. The other thing to consider is it's taken us 13 sessions, 13 weeks of playing so far, which is about 26 hours. And we're only halfway through. Only halfway through the adventure. Do we feel like we need a payoff soon? Like a big win? And then I guess I'll need to check in with Martin and James and Graham on how they feel. There's a glitch there. What happened then? It's Kashar. She's trying to get my stuff. I guess we need to check in and see how they feel about how long it's going. And if we want to do another, because this could be another 13 sessions. This could be 6 months of gaming. 13 weeks, 26 weeks. Yeah, 6 months to find the emissary of real life gaming. Is that Is that too much for us? Do we want to bring it down a bit? Where would 6 months from now? What are we? April, May, June, July? It'd be summer by the time we get. And then I know in the next couple of months there are things that both me and the other players are going to want to do. Yeah, so the thing about Tomb of Annihilation is you did need to do the side quests in order to gain the XP, in order to be able to face the big bad at the end. I think the nice stuff about Coriolis is there's a bunch of questions that we go through at the start. We're supposed to do it at the end, but we like doing it at the start of the next session, which is giving us enough XP. We are fairly big and beefy now. Carvus has an armor of 10 and a bunch, Kashar is skilled in everything almost. And Zelian is pretty mean when it comes to melee combat. So I think they do have enough XP. And maybe we want to shorten the campaign, or shorten this side of the campaign to stop them being too beefy when we get to the big bad at the end of this one. So I guess that's my first question. That's an unusual one. Most folks maybe... typing it in check in with the players. Length of time. Length of time, that doesn't make sense, but I understand what it means. Will I understand what it means in a couple of weeks? Yes, because I'll be able to come back and watch this video. Excellent prep there, Millie, good job. So we need to check in with the players and see how they're feeling. Like, do they want to pay off soon? Are they getting frustrated that every turn just leads to a little bit more of a clue, and we want a win? We want a success, in which case we could probably bring it down. We're on 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We could do seven or 8 more weeks. I think we could make this go. Or do we want to take our time, talk to everybody on Kua, and go along? I personally, I love the Bay Basin stuff because I've played it. On the Effect podcast, I was one of the militias. I was part of Dali Osman's Shalkar guerrillas, and it was great. We did stupid things. It was great fun. But I don't know whether Dave and Tony, who were the players who were doing the whole campaign, felt it was needed. So I guess I could go and ask them as well, and chat with some other people who've jammed it. Have a little bit of Twitter. We'll do it on Twitter. We'll see what folks think. But yes, scenario Act 1 is basically where they find the drop pods and go into the jungle, and this map, I remember this map. So the drop pods are somewhere up here around 6, I think, with all the old pods. This is the drop pod. Can you see that there? Can you see my cursor? This is the drop pod here that they want. And then there are, what are we looking for? Number 2. Where is number 2? Oh, don't copy the whole thing. Oh, there's another one down here as well. So there's a bunch of these sites that they can catch a drop pod. There's the old ones, splashed ones, this waterfall that leads down into Bay Basin. And I just don't know if shooting down their ship and getting them involved in a revolution will be of What are my issues? Resonance, the Wayward Song. Well, we're definitely going to do the Wayward Song. But what we need... Shauka. So, if they want a longer one, if they want to play for more, or if we're feeling like we can take it slowly, we can have, as they arrive, like the book says, they are ambushed, or the other side, like the other side, the people take the pods. They arrive just too late. They take the pods, and the rebels will help them if they help them take over Bay Basin. There is a nice bit of thing here, like they might be up for that because the people in Bay Basin are the Berbacils, who are the ones that they've pissed off in the Suez casino. Remember Yusuf, who they threw the fridge on? Everybody remembers Yusuf, who got the fridge thrown on them. We'll be able to bring up that little rivalry there. Let's make a note of that as well. Sills in. So, okay. Splat, yeah. Long campaign. Berbacils are in Bay Basin. The fridge didn't accidentally fall on him. Like they're basically destroyed. Like some guard is going to find out. Akuba knows. Yeah, they're in trouble if this ever gets out. They killed someone and staged a crime scene. They're horrible humans. And Kishara isn't even a human. Yeah, right. So, long campaign. Berbacils are in Bay Basin. Berbacils have the drop pods. The Shauke. You're right, Simon, I am beset by horrible humans as players. It's my phrase, I think. I just like to remind people that they're horrible humans. The Shaukar guerrillas will help if the PCs help in the revolution. So that's pretty much the book. That's the book. That's how, as written, that's what it would be. Short campaign. So what are we going to do in the short campaign? Horrible humans do tend to live the longest. Yes, not just in Coriolis, but yeah, Gen 2K, you're right. It is. It's. I've got some fruit. Look, I'm healthy, honest. So how are we going to make sure they get the right things and still speed through this section? Fortunately, to help us do that, look at that art. Doesn't that look pretty? That's Bay Basin. It's a hive of scum and villainy. Ending Act 1. All right, there's a handout. Ending Act 1. Is that a really short bit? Okay, it's just oddly formatted. All right. So, ending Act 1. These are the things we need to do. When the act ends, the PCs will figure out that they should head for the conglomerate. They should know by now the stasis pods are shipped to Little Algol and unloaded on Pier 58 of the Cabal district. They have acquired Artia's manifest, and they will know that the Hassam Shipping Company picks up cargo in Little Algol and that their offices are located in Souk Habra even. how the PCs make their way up. It's up to the group to decide if the uprising failed. Shuttles can be chartered from 2000 Burr, return to their own ship in the jungle, repair it and fly. Cheapest, simplest ways to travel down the Ramsharon River barge. 100 Burr per person gets them all the way to the conglomerate. Or it could be free if they helped the guerrillas. So here's the thing. I think they already know. Like, and this was the boon of reading the whole book before playing. Is I think we already dropped Hassam shipping in some of the Sanatorum files, and they might just have to be gently reminded that they know this, which means they've already got a lead. We just need to remind them of it. We just need to remind them of it. Oh, excuse me. Hassam shipping. Shipping. Hassam shipping. What is this? Artia's manifest. Let's come up Akbar Artia. Where is he? Artia Golem. There we go. Smuggler and slaver. All right. So the drop pods are. He did just gently. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He did. James did gently want to punch the person in the face and test the crit rules. The crit rules worked so well, he exploded that person's face. The debate on whether it is a lucky or an unlucky one roll is still ongoing. I think it was perfect. Martyr. Alright, so the short campaign. Drop pods are collected and we just make it obvious that it's Artia Golem's crew and they're in Bay Basin. They can go to Bay Basin and either charm, steal, or we don't need that slash there, or bully that has some shipping connection out of Artia. Go to Conglom. That's it. That's all we need to do, really, isn't it? Come back down to the end of our thingy. Hey, fellow hoodlum, how you doing? Yeah, that's all. So the short campaign is literally make sure they know that it's Artem Golem's crew. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Make sure they know that it's Artia Golem's crew. and that they're going to Bay Basin, and then they just need to harass the crew or the people. He will give them the information. Maybe even Carvus can suck it out of his brain with mystic powers. They just need to get that information out of Artia Golem. And all of the unrest and stuff can be, if they can be bothered to join in. That's good. That's good. Those are our two options there. And then, if they want the short route, we don't have to worry about teasing them with all the beauties of the Kuan jungle, because they get some of that later. They get some of that later when you go through the Sutra marshes. Okay. The next thing we need to do is work out their ship and give them a ship back. Because that's part of what they asked in payment for Judge Kurhan. I have the beauty here that because it's not really their ship, it's Sabitha's, I can give them whatever kind of ship I want. Which is a bit naughty. Like, first, I could make them a ship with no guns. But I think we'll make them a good ship. So let's make a Coriolis ship. I've never done this before. Spaceships and star travel 136. Where are we here? Oh, too far. Too far. The good ship, horrible humans. No, I think I've actually come up with a name for the ship already. It's in a different file though. It's still gone too far. Where are we? What page is this? 225. Not too far. Is the ship sponsored by Musicola? No. It is not. Oh, it's still in 200s. I need 136. That could be an option. They could go for some sponsorship after the judge has dealt with them, or finished with them, used them as she is. There's some legionnaires. There's the Legion. They're pretty badass. What page are we on here? 188. Oh, this must be the thing. All right, cool. Combat. No, she don't want space combat yet. There we go. There's lots of ships here. All right. All right. Create your ship. Where are we? 142. Create your ship. 7 easy steps. I'll tell you what, it doesn't say that. Gensuke, have you made a Coriolis ship? Oh, hang on. I've got a human who has arrived home from school. Just give me one moment, folks. All right, folks. 7 reasonable steps to make our own ship. What kind of ship do we need? We've got some options here. Decide the kind of spaceship you need. System shuttle. Oh, it's got some appropriate group concepts. What page is this? So they're smugglers, which I think are free traders in the rules. So they could be a light freighter, a medium freighter, a courier ship. That sounds good. Courier ship sounds good. An express freighter. No, I think we give them a courier ship. All right. Let's come up here. Courier ship. Yeah, nice and fast. Determine its class and origin. So there's a pre-made plan available for a courier ship already. Should we just copy a courier ship? Let's have a look. Where is it? I like this big fat ship. Look at that. Sexy. That's a light one. That's a gunship. They're not having a gunship. So this is the Oryx. You're right, fellow Helium. You know this inside out. This one is the Oryx. Slim Oryx turns heads wherever it docks. Its elegant and beautiful hull patterns are typical of the famous models produced by the Chelebs during its golden 30s. Fast, nimble, with excellent capabilities for atmospheric flight, the Oryx is a true classic. Oh, so there's 3 different stuff. Oh wow, nearly 1.6 million burr. They're going to be well gutted to learn that, aren't they? That's how much it is. It costs. So it's got 5 energy points, 6 hull points, plus 2 to maneuver. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the express freighter. This one here. This one. The most expensive of the ships. It's got docking station, cabins, chapel and med lab, 2 cargo holds, a stasis hold, a workshop, countermelons. There's melons I've been eating, not countermeasures. And an accelerator cannon. Atmospheric entry, sensitive sensors, and a turbo projector. Its problem is faulty thrusters. All right. So I'm going to copy that. I think that's a good place to start. It's expensive, but who cares? And then let's look up some of these atmospheric entry, sensitive sensors. I think atmospheric entry is going to be a simple one to work out. Where are you? Antimatter rockets, nope. Atmospheric entry, down here on the bottom. Ship has been streamlined, fitted with atmospheric entry, enabling it to land on and take off from planets. Ships without this feature must stay in orbit and use shuttles to descend. Ships can make an emergency planetside landing, but without this feature they'll be struck where they land. All right, If we're going to fly down to Kua, we need that. What's next? Sensitive sensors. Sensors are extremely fine-tuned. Each tier of this feature gives +1 to all sensors rolls, can be bought up to 3 times. All right. And then turbo projector. The projector's graviton coils have been reinforced, gives +1 to maneuverability and speed, can be purchased twice. Okay. That seems sensible. And the problem is faulty thrusters. Where are the problems? Where are the problems? Ship's problem. Faulty thrusters. Your ship's thrusters are unreliable, especially when under stress. When the problem is activated, the ship suffers -1 maneuverability lasting during a combat counter or some other event requiring dice rolls such as docking. Do I like any of these other problems better than faulty thrusters, which does seem good? A curse. Icons have turned their gaze away from the ship, making portal jumps longer and space travel dangerous. I don't think we're going to do any space travel other than crashing into Kua. Unreliable sensors. Sensors are poor quality. When the problem is activated, all data-gen sensor rolls suffer a -1. Well, that looks like it'll just cancel out the sensitive sensors, so we don't need that. Worn out ship's computer. Old ship's computer, when the problem is activated, pilot suffers -1 during a flight. Obvious signature, definitely a no for a bunch of smugglers. Eccentric intelligence. I like it. I like the ship's intelligence. But it means I need to give ship's intelligence to the thing, and I don't think I want to do that. Also, it means turning it into another NPC, and I will be forever having to do that thing. All right, so yes. Faulty thrusters is a thing they'll have. We've got the required modules. What are the optional modules here? Oh, don't switch off TV. There we go, that's better. What are the... So we've got a docking station. Yeah. Cabins, they need some of them. What is it? Standard class 3, so there'll be 5 cabins. 5. Which is 4. There's 3 of them. There would have been 4 with Sabitha, so it's 1 each. And then a spare room. Noor has never been on the ship, but you know, that's fine. Chapel, they've got a chapel. Oh, that's good. Chapel will give them bonus in portal jumps. Cargo hold ×2. Much of the location depends on the class of the ship. See the page. So 2 50-ton cargo holds. They don't have escape pods. Countermeasure dispenser. Have we gone past that? Chapel cargo hold. Oh, it must be in a different bit. Yeah. What else have they got? A med lab. The Oryx requires 5 crew, and there will be penalties in combat. I like it. They don't have 5 people. So who's this other person that was on the ship with them then? Alright, we might need a 4-person crew then. Where do we have a 4-person ship? Does it tell us anywhere? Unless we give them a ship's intelligence, that could be the other. Could take out the med lab. Because none of them are really... Does it tell us anywhere how many... No, I don't need failed portal jumps. Armor type, maneuverability, hull points cost. Harima, camera across Sahara, the ship's problem. Where does it tell us how many crew we might be needing? A torpedo ship. I don't want to give them a torpedo ship though. That just seems very aggressive. Let's see, torpedo. Where does it say? It would be nice to have a chart rather than... Do I have to read through all the different... I mean, it didn't even say... Listen to me being grumpy and defensive. Crew 5. Alright. Yeah, class... Crew 5 for the light scarab. Crew 5 for the gunship. Crew 5 for that. Crew 5 for that. Space scooter. Fighter, Corsair, yeah, Destroyer. Oh, that's it. Maybe we do have to average Corsair crew. I don't need that. Maybe we could just do this. Maybe we could just wave hands and... Oh, what's this? Ship where? Ooh, old shit. I like that. What I thought would be a medium task. Oh, page 170. Thank you very much. Hello, Hoodlum. Yeah, Gen 2K, I was thinking that as well. And just be like... Or, there used to be 5 of them, but someone died and we don't talk about that. And we just suffer the 61, 63, 4, 5, 68. On smaller ships designed for fewer than 5 crew members, crew positions are changed. 3. A class 2. Yeah. Haunted by the 5th crew member, yeah. We're making a ship for the crew on Coriolis. Do you want a courier ship?
What are the options?
A courier ship?
You're kind of asking me a question that only has one answer, so I'm not sure why you're asking the question.
So the other, because there's only 3 of you.
Mm-hmm. I assume there'd be other crew just on the ship.
No, because...
That way, when you kill one of those, they can just be that person.
Well, there was 4, because obviously you would have had your captain Sabitha, and the crew the design of the ship I just picked actually needs 5 crew members.
That's great. Just have them as an NPC then.
You just NPC them, or they mysteriously died.
Yeah, have them as an NPC. Like at some point, I mean, it's a surprise that Kashar, Corvus, and Zelian haven't died in the last 2 weeks. So having like a crew of 5 or 6 where we can just say, all right, well, this person now becomes a player character. Yeah, like you do in Aliens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
They're always there. They're in the background because like if that ship breaks, none of us is fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
If we do that, like. So I will probably go for that because we're supposed to be smugglers, so we need some kind of cargo ship, really.
Yeah. Courier ship has 2 50-ton cargo holds.
Okay. we need lots of missiles.
No, you've got an accelerator cannon.
That's essentially a space catapult, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it is. You just basically hurl the thing out and it goes in an arc or a straight line depending how you hurl it.
Yeah.
There's no gravity, so it's not going in an arc.
All right.
You can add one by spin, though.
So we either need to make an NPC for you, or we could give you a... Oh, okay, yeah, fellow hoodlum. So there's a ship system module where you can have a computer replace a crew member.
They're absolutely nuts if they let Kishar anywhere near a computer that controls the ship.
Was she... Yeah, okay.
I mean, we would need like a... I don't mind. I planned... I mean, Kishar can almost do everything.
Just Kishara's just going to...
Take just stimulants for the whole thing, yeah?
Yeah. All right, yeah. One crew position on the ship is replaced by a dedicated computer system. System has 3 in both the attribute and the skill relevant to the position, which would give it 6 dice.
Okay.
More than one ship system. That doesn't sound good, does it? More than one ship system can be installed. All crew positions can be automated except for the captain.
Is it worth sticking in the chat and just having a choice whether we want AI or backup stuff?
What do you want, chat? We could do a poll.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to engage with the things of
So
Twitch.
maybe we need an engineer, a trader, and perhaps let's have Deanna Troy. Let's have a ship counselor. That's hilarious.
Those aren't the things on Coriolis. NPC
We
or...
would need a couple of engineers, a trader.
You need at most 2 positions. Gosh, who let Hughes in? There we go. Look, those folks in chat right now. I am doing a poll. Tell me what you think we should pick. We'll engage with the systems of the stuff up above chat. And we'll find out whether I have to make an NPC with a lovable voice, 2 NPCs with lovable voices, or just add on to the ship mortgage for some ship systems. I have to do some... Oh, you are mean. NPC as long as it's not a ship counselor. Yeah, it's not going to be a ship's counselor, I can tell you that right now.
Well, that was just a joke.
Yeah, no, I go. Yeah. Do I get to vote?
I would love a little vignette at the end of each episode of one of us with a ship's counsellor would be comedy gold.
Isn't the ship's counsellor Carvus? He's a fellow hoodlum. It'll be up above at the top of the chat window, and you'll have to click on it, something that says NPC or ship system. Oh, that was helpful. We are tied 2 each.
Well, you know what they say about the gambler.
Yeah. Well, that's... What are the 2 positions we need? One would be something that one would be Sabitha, because she's not here. She's dead. Dead.
We don't need Sabitha. She just told everyone what to do. Did she have any technical skill?
She was the captain. It's her ship. And then an NPC. All right.
Engineer.
I will decide. We need to work out what positions. All right. So in my notes here, I need to have a look at everybody's. 5. Thanks. A very helpful ship computer, like in Hitchhikers, is a suggestion.
I would like Holly if we have a ship computer.
A Holly computer. I liked Wajib al-Ushra, which was one of the games I played with Ben on Garblag, and the ship, every time it opened up the AI interface, was like, "Hello, I am Wajib Al-Ashra, your ship's AI." And that just said that every time. A bit like, please state the nature of the medical emergency. 5 ships positions, 1 NPC. If we just okay.
Engineer and a red shirt.
No, I'm not giving you. I'm not giving you like somebody you can just throw in front of things and murder.
Sorry, engineer and security.
No, you're not getting 2 NPCs because one of the people on the ship was Sabitha and she's not there anymore.
Okay. They're only there to be backup characters.
But there's plenty of places to find backup characters that you don't need to have living on your ship.
Please. Can one of them be a jetpack combat instructor who hates Zellian and won't even talk to him?
No, that's just mean.
Well, amusing, but yes.
Yeah, Zellian is doing very well with his jetpack flying, thank you.
They broke it.
Broke it, which is perfect. We don't need the jetpack anymore. Ship system. How much is ship system going to add on to your mortgage?
I'd have stolen it.
Oh, is that why Kashar was brought onto the crew? Because she was going to steal a ship system for them.
We've got we paid for the physical framework, and then I just
20%.
borrowed a cool AI.
A cool AI. No.
Well, what I mean is like a much higher level one than
20%. Oh, I need a calculator to add this on. All right. 1,500. 1,582,500 times 1.2. Oof! You see that? Oh, it's back to front. That's a lot. That is a lot. Nearly 1.9 million burr for this ship. 1,899. Yep.
not to put too fine a point on it. That's Sabia's debt.
Oh, if you want the ship, you can have it. Ships are not cheap. All right. I think we lucked out there not having to create loads of it. Because the other question, right, if we put an NPC on this ship, they've been out in the net for 12, they've been living on the ship for 12 months and you've been unable to contact them for that time. It feels daft in terms of the narrative of the RPG. It just feels daft.
Make it Bathos. He's been moving between the ship, coming through the labyrinth to the market, and then going back to the ship.
Bathos has just been on your ship,
Well,
right?
he's already there, we just don't recognise him because he looks different with a massive beard and long hair.
He looks like the dude, Robin Williams, when he comes back from Jumanji. All right. Ship system. No, I think we go ship system. They can have a little bit of a... Yeah, I like that. I like that painful DM. They Musicola sponsored AI that you have to wait through the ads before you can give a command. That'd be perfect in combat. Maybe we get them an eccentric AI. We broach some sponsorship packages for that debt. Musicola sponsored ship, Graham, to ease off your debt.
What could be better?
Yeah,
Chirper, that could be better.
a chirper. The Musicola light freighter. Yeah. Courier express freighter. The Musicola express freighter. All right. I think it's a very short notes for today. Very short notes. Yeah, the Pepsi's ex-Soviet fleet, because they couldn't pay for the stuff, so Russia gave them a load of boats, and then technically they had one of the top 10 fleets in Europe or something, in the world even. All right. So let's just go back and cover off what we think we need. We've gone through some of the... Let's scroll back up to the start of this chapter. Scroll. Yep, too far. Garden of the Seekers, scroll too far. Back down here. There's Bathos. There's the base. There's the warriors. There we go. Ending. All right. So we've covered off a bunch of these points in the aftermath. Oh, this is interesting. The Church of the Icons bit. Let's because this has ramifications for Carvus. All right, so the Church of the... So we're going back to doing some actual prep rather than being silly with spaceships. Stop listening now. Stop listening.
Okay.
Don't pay attention to me. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. This is the Church of the Icons. The Church wants nothing to do with religious extremism on Coriolis. Council member Wasima will issue a statement about the emissaries, how they're recognized by the Church as the envoys of the Icons. Mankind's honoured guests should not be harmed under any circumstances. Like, I wonder if there's some more info on Wasima and the Seekers, like what their opinion of Carvus being involved in these shenanigans would be. Let's see down here in the Coriolis section. This is the thing. So we're back in the core rulebook here. This is the adventure. We want to go up a bit from here. Scroll. Sorry, it's going fast. I'm just trying to... Debaran, Mira, Roots of the Horizons, Kapash, Strography, Rimwood Reach, not going that way. I know where they might have some. Is this the right one? Look in the Atlas Compendium? No. Okay, no. I'm looking in the wrong places. Slow down, Mill. Where do we need to look? We need to look in the Coriolis section of the book, of the core book. That's the monolith. Kua. Yeah. We need to look at the faction section even. Click. Oh, that had the spire, the Church of the Icons. Musician note. Foundation Infotechia. Little Horizon. Laws of Legion. Core. Is it going to tell me more in the faction bit? Is this the... Okay, yeah, this might be the place. So this is the church. This is just about the icons, the 9 icons. Culture in the Third Horizon, news and couriers. Everyday hero. Right. Okay. Down a bit. 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 All right. These are the 9. Yeah. Okay. Common people regard the icon multiform, predictable churches icons teaching Mr. Troublesome Emissary. Zine. Martyr aspect. That's something that we could. Oh, thanks, Gens2K. We're having a lot of fun with the campaign. I know we get a bit silly now and again, and we do daft stuff, but I think it's because it's it could be quite a dark. If you played Mercy of the Icons quite straight, it would be a very dark campaign. Where are we? All right, so I think I need to come back and read this section, because this pertains to some of the interesting things. Read later. Core 241. All right. No, I don't think this is the section. Where is the... Right, let's do that. Let's get the bookmarks out. Factions. No, factions. Let's... go back to read mode. Consortium, it's not what we want. Colonial Agency, the Free League, Legion, Syndicate, Cenithian, Hegemony, Draconites, Church of the Icons. Circle of the Seekers remain but the strongest on Submarine. Seekers of reputation for being skillful negotiators, often been caused to end bitter conflicts. Apart from this, the Seekers generally keep a low profile on Coriolis and other places. Run meditative. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Right. Most famous member of the church is not the matriarch or the patriarch as one might expect, but the council member Wasima a former seeker turned arch-herat. She openly declares her views on many difficult questions on morality, on ontology, the latest one being the intense debate about whether humanites have souls or not. Aside from Asima the Prophet, Yesel, no, I think... right, so... I'm glad we looked now, because that's great. Wasima, Ex-Seeker! That's awesome. Let's come back and see what reminders her. So she's going to be good at she's going to have heckin' high manipulation and empathy. She's going to be good at getting that kind of stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, right, okay. So she's going to be very sympathetic to Carvus being involved. In fact, it's going to be perfect. That's the other thing I wanted to check. Now we're talking about religion. All right, 10 more minutes, and then we have to call it a end. Check the prophecy. Because remember we were talking about this prophecy? The crazy poem that Bathos gave us and stuff? I just want to double check that. in here. The Icon Swan Song. No. The Icon Swan Song. Maybe we can copy that. That might be useful for Carvus. Flesh is frozen in time's embrace. The cage is broken by the nightingale. The sound of her wings is a gift to all, but those who perish without names. The song will lead you to the truth as the butterfly shadows the horizon. A sigh for my brothers and sisters. As the waves between the stars, we are one. Very weird. Alright, let's find this prophecy. I know it's in here somewhere. Is that it? Personal effects. A holy book, a Zolossian prayer book honouring the martyr and the prophecy of the return of darkness. A more complete version than the one recited by Bathos the mad poet. There will come a time when mankind turns to darkness once more. The unworthy speak without tongues, when sister betrays sister, when the light of peace nourishes the servants of darkness, when brother kills brother. Only they who live in the darkness will see the light. All right, okay. That's, there must be more to that, because we heard that earlier in the story. So what we could do is copy that line there. Where are the find tools? Let's use that. Does Control F work in this? There we go. Oh, no, that's not the search I wanted. What am I pressing? All the wrong buttons here. Control V. Find. Okay. Right, let's... I want to get rid of... so where are we here? Those who spoke to their second stanzas broken by... That was it. It was Nurs. Nur told them. All right. Yes, it's in Nurs. Yeah. All right, the prophecy. We heard the prophecy before. So the people who prophecy to the PCs, nor in the notes from brother. How do you spell Ramas? R-A-M. No, Bathos was told it by the Emissary. There we go. All right, that was the thing that was bugging me. When people speak without mouths. All right, okay. Oof, we did it. So things we're going to do in between now and next Tuesday. Check in with the players, read the length of the campaign, what we want to do. Do we want to go in for a long haul and get embroiled in stuff, or are we feeling like the pace needs to pick up and we want to go through more? Fill out the character sheet, the ship sheet, work out which ship system is the one we need to replace. because we don't have full crew, and go back and read that Oikumene as Najim, because that pertains to humanites and souls. Wasima leader of the Church of the Icons, is an ex-seeker. Maybe she's going to ask Carvus to come and speak with her. Tell her the had human. Tell her the emissary had humanite blood. We've cut that out. We know the prophecy, who it was, so we can remember it for more. And we might use the icon swan song somewhere. Because that sounds pretty cool. Can you see that properly? My face is in the way. But I think everything I've kind of covered off here is done in already. We've had a bit of a laugh with Graham, which distracted us a bit. But yeah. I think we've had a productive hour and a bit. I think. Feeling a little bit uncertain because we're prepping quite a bit far ahead, but we've got our homework. We've got our framework for what we might be doing either way. We've got our ship. Yeah, we're done. All right, folks, we're done here today. And I'm done. We will finish the Wake of the Martyr by hook or by crook, by grab Thor's hammer. We will finish Wake of the Martyr on this Tuesday, and after that, I think we might take a short break for a week or two, and if we don't, you can find us on YouTube, or you're very welcome. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by chat. That's really cool. You tend to overprep because you can't multitask in games. Yeah, I like to overprep. I like to overprep as well. I read the book and I do these sessions, and then I go back and read other things, and I think it really benefits the whole thing. And Painful DM, you're very welcome. I wish I had more time to do more. I wish I had time to do an expanse prep and prep for when I run my D&D games. Although, Simon, are you still around? You can't watch those ones. But yeah, I think we're good. We're good for the next couple of sessions. We're definitely good. We need to just check in with some folks, which is, I guess, a good thing to do as you're going along campaigns. We'll be back with more of our dodgy crew on Tuesdays on the Free League channel, currently 8 p.m. BST, although you can find all the VODs on the YouTube channel where you probably found this. Have a great day, guys. See you later.